and hit hard.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. All right, we've got an opportunity here. Let's talk injuries. Steeler Nation right now, they're just holding their breath with Big Ben's knee.
Yeah, they want him back pretty fast because if they want to go to the Super Bowl, they'll need Big Ben. The Baltimore Ravens, Terrell Suggs has a torn bicep. He's played with it in the past. We'll see if he's able to do so. How about Eric Decker with the Jets? He's out for the season with a torn labrum.
And to finish on a good note, Des Bryant looking like he'll be back after the bye week, making Dallas even more dangerous. Virgil Green is tight end, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. And now a first down following that long gain. They give it to Anderson. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Completes it to Norwood. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner. Joe Hayden with it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again.
Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell, 87 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now, after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So the Broncos coming out now. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line, first and goal. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, you see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Terrell Pryor, a 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys are just an extra point away now from taking the lead in this game. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down.
For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, it might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that, and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense.
Andrew Hawkins, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And Parkey's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Emmanuel Sanders, the 30, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up.
There he goes left side. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw, and he's got it. Got his man on the end round, complete. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From the 4-yard line, it's first and goal now. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
This is why I've never been a big fan of trying to get too cute down here by the goal line. For every one time something like this works, it seems like it blows up about 10 times. And sure enough, they'll wind up losing yards here.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Andrew Hawkins from 6 yards away. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it? Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw. A dump off to Anderson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Back to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. He'll look to throw, and this is going to be incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and now it's fourth down.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones. Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
10 yards still left on second down. Simeon. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One receiver left, 3 to the right. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that, because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense.